Hello everyone, my name is Alom. Today I'm talking to one of my great friend who I have known for 20 years. He has passion for running. He has run 5 marathons and 2 of them are major, Berlin and New York. And he has a dream, he wants to complete all 6 of them. So today I'll be talking to him about his journey. So let's not wait, let's meet him. Here is Taef Rahman. All right, Taef, how are you?
I'm good, Alomgir. How are you, my friend?
Okay.
How's everything with you?
Good. I call you Dusto, and it's another, of course, from Bengali community. We know that Dusto means friend. So it's good to see you. I haven't seen you. We haven't connected for a long time, but I came and ran with you a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing.
I was really happy. You got into running. Bangla mati, Sireti mata, kita mata. We trying to figure out what should I speak, English, Bangla, or Sireti.
Whenever we are having conversation, whatever you feel, you can inject that. And our audience is Bengali.
Yeah, right. No, I'm খুব ভালো লাগছে that you got into running. And first time I ran with you a few weeks earlier, to me, I saw we ran together. So it was really good. I really had a great time running with you. And seeing you got into running, it's the best thing. I was really waiting for somebody that I know that আমাদের community running, like I don't see that many people, run in our community, especially in the East Coast or America. But nowadays, I've seen a lot of people getting into healthy and running and other physical activities, so which is really great. And this is something that makes me happy. Running makes me happy, and it's good to see someone else is doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's great. The thing is that I know you for a long time, and you always give me this so much comfort. Like I feel like I can always talk to you, and even though there are a lot of years we may not connect, but whenever I connect, it's like that's my friend. And seeing you something that you love doing, and then I was like, okay, I also love doing it. Why not connect together? And it was a very positive moment. And so now I want to ask you few things about running, and let's talk about it. And let's go. I would say. Let's talk about how you got into this running from to start.
Sure. First I was into fitness. It's been a long, like 2010, where I started around 2010. I started my fitness journey. I used to go to gym. I used to work out. Actually, to start from the beginning, how I started to work, to stay healthy is when I went to Bangladesh. So 2013 সালে গেছিলাম বাংলাদেশ, and I saw so many people, like people with different ages. They're all depending on medication and all that. So anyway, so Bangladesh trip was a turning point for me. So that's how I told myself, like I've seen so many young people struggling with their health. So I told myself, I don't want to take, whatever I can do to be healthy, Mm-hmm. So that was the turning point for me. I started working out, went to gym. That's kind of building up to fitness. And running started for me in end of 16. I was running for fitness, like half, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But getting full time, like marathon wise, to talk about marathon, the marathon is 26.2 miles. This started actually from one of my coworkers. She was a cancer survivor. She was almost 60 years old, 60 plus. And she ran her first marathon in 2015. And when she told me about it, I saw marathon on TV, but I never knew that as a regular person we can run marathon. I thought it was only for those elite runners, or nothing for general public. So when I found out that I can also run, I was very interested. So she's the one who kind of told me about this 9+1 program. Maybe you know about this. The New York Roadrunners in New York, they have this program for public, so they can participate in 9 runs and do 1 volunteer, and they can be selected for marathon. New York City Marathon is one of the major in world marathons out of 6. So 2016, when I found out about her, So I applied for that. Oh, and also there is an option to get into lottery. So there are a lot of things here, but I don't want to lose track.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely we'll definitely get into how.
Going back to your question, like I started my fitness journey in 2010, and then I picked up running in 2016. So from my coworkers, so that's kind of motivated me. And the goal is to stay healthy. Ultimately, whatever we do, the point is to stay healthy and be there for your family, live a healthy life, be a good role model for others, inspire others. That's pretty much everything. But go ahead if you have any question.
Yeah, of course. That's awesome. I mean, your journey started from Bangladesh. You realize, and it is true. Knowing my parents, they have a heart disease, diabetics, they have high blood pressure. So we are a generation who, if we don't get motivated on doing this kind of stuff, we have to pass on our next generation. And it's a great thing that you are doing, and it is inspiring. It needs some kind of dedication, a commitment, and discipline. All these things required. So my question is that when you are doing it, nobody is born with discipline themselves. How did you come about disciplining yourself and going about it? And was there anybody in your life who gave you that structure of discipline that you were able to put into this to be able to achieve your goal?
Okay, nice. That's a good question, Alomgir. First of all, when I first finished my first marathon, New York City Marathon in 2017. First of all, 26.2 miles. Like it took me almost 4 months, hundreds of miles of training just to ride 26.2 miles, and that's a journey. And of course, it has to be training, it's discipline and everything. But when I first finished that marathon, that joy that I got, that lift that I had, Anando Thekei, I kind of continued. So many people I know, first marathon they kind of like, this is it for me. All this pain and injury. Running, it takes so much from your body, marathon. Some people, they stop. I know that there was one time for it. But for me, I had to go to the next level. When I found out about this 6 major marathon, so that's one of the motivation that kind of brought me to here, what I'm doing now. So as you know, or for the audience, like my running goal actually. So I have a goal. So I want to share. I don't know if I told you that I want to finish 6 major marathons. Right now,
wow, yeah.
6 major marathons in New York City. Then you have Chicago, Boston. So 3 in the United States, and other 3 you have in Germany, Berlin, 1 in London, and 1 in Tokyo. So these 6 majors out of they have this website. If you go, I'm not sure what is it. Like in the world, I believe it's only 3,000 to 4,000 people have accomplished it. And when I saw their list, I did not see any Bangladeshi did it. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do it. So, to have my country present in that,
right,
finishing the 6 major. Maybe one person did it, but recently I found out one person did it in Canadian national, but it's Bangladeshi, but he did it from, I think, Canada or whatever country represented. But I didn't see any Bangladeshi yet to do it. And I want to inspire other Bangladeshi to do it as well. And I know so many people already, runners are doing it, some people in their journey. So this is a journey to finish 6 majors. So right now I finished New York City Marathon and Berlin 2. And as you know, I'm going for Chicago, inshallah, this year. I was supposed to go last year. Because of my injury, I could not do it. And also for the COVID and all that made it impossible 2020.
Yeah, I mean, this is we're in a very testing period of our generation, or I would say in many generations, because this is once in a lifetime, the pandemic that happened, and we're coming out of it, inshallah. And it has probably taught us many things, and hopefully we are coming out of with a lot of positivity.
It taught for us to stay healthy. Like this,
Right.
we have to build our immunity. I mean, researching it, reading about it. At the end of the day, you have to stay healthy, eat right. I mean, there are so many components involved to stay healthy. It's not just running. Running is there, but then again, you have to sleep right. You have to eat right. You have to do so many other parts to be a wholesome. It's just not just one part. So many components involved. But going back to, just wanted to say that my discipline. So that's, I have a goal. So that goal, that motivation makes me to run and to be in my training zone or to continue my training to achieve that goal. And now running is a second nature. It's like a habit. So something that motivates you, you keep doing it and doing it, that becomes part of your habit.
Right.
So running is something now, it's a habit for me. So inshallah, hopefully we can do the Chicago Marathon, my third major, hopefully this year. And I hope.
Yes, so that's amazing. As I have told you, I'm joining you on Chicago Marathon. I'm excited. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. I also have to raise some money for it. My sponsor is Asha Foundation.
Oh yeah, my first run was also for a charity. See, when you run for this charity and all these organizations, that gives you extra boost. So your running is for a great cause. And that's something I also in my mind kind of helps me. See, run is something, yeah, you're doing it for yourself, for your health. But when you run for a charity, for a good cause, it gives you the extra boost, extra strength. So I ran my first marathon for autism. So that I raised.
Oh, that's great. Awesome.
It was a great experience for me, and I'm in touch with them. It's a good thing. Definitely, we going down the road, I would definitely run with charity too. And hopefully we can come up with something to do for our Bangladesh community.
Yeah, absolutely, Dusto. I feel the positive vibe in this thing. This has changed my life in a sense that in many positive way. The running is, I would say, anybody. For me, running is a meditation. That's how I look at it, and seeing you doing it also motivates me. I hope that we can continue doing it. So let's go back to a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit our root, where we come from, and what shapes us, and our thinking process, and what we are thinking about our next generation. So my question is that you came here at what age? Which year did you come here?
I actually this was America of 99, so it's been almost, I would say, 22 years I've been in the States.
22 years, yeah. So there was this generation that came like in our age, I believe 1992, 2000. There was this huge young people came in with their family in this country, and I think we were in a generation that all went to high school, but we were in touch with Bangladesh. We came in New York, and we went to either elementary or middle school, high school, and then we graduated college, and in the path to basically we were the millennials. We are the millennials that are they're going forward, but we are the millennials not just raised in United States. We're the millennials that came from Bangladesh and being in United States. So we know two parts of the world growing up. Now I feel like we are the sandwich generation. You know what? You know. Yeah. So we have to we have to be sensitive to our elder generation, and at the same time we have to raise our kids who we cannot expect them to we want them to thrive in their own standing, and be who they want to be in the world, but what do you think about this whole situation where we have to preserve the culture that we were brought up, and we also were exposed to this culture which we had to take it our own to be able to survive. And then we have to transfer this new generation that we have, where we have to transfer our culture. At the same time, they have to, this is their country, they have to come up with their own identity. So what do you think of what is going on in this thought?
That's a really tough question, Dusto. I don't know what to say, but to be honest, it's tough, Dusto. As I, coming into this country at age 17, 18, and then learning this culture, still, so much, it was a cultural shock. We've all been through that. And still we are struggling so many things. And now we are here, you are a father, I'm a father. We are here forced to raise our family, to give them the better life, better education. That is our main goal, right? And for us to do that, to maintain that health. So everything comes down, for me, I see like to be there for your children, to support them, and to teach them with whatever you learn from your country, the cultural values, the family values and all that, transfer that to your kids, and hope they will continue that journey with them. Be a role model. And sometimes that's what I tell them too. Like sometimes we can tell so many things, but telling is not enough. You have to show them. So for me, whatever I do, I say, your kids have to see it.
Right.
And I think kids are the best learner when they see it. If you tell them 100 stories, they will forget. But if they see something, they will see, oh, my father does that, my father does. So they will hopefully, maybe not do right away, maybe 2 months, 1 year down the road, they will know, oh, my father did that. Let me do that. So that's what I try to do. So running for me, I tried my son beginning. So now I'm like, okay, let him do whatever he wants to do, but maybe one day he'll understand what I'm doing. So hopefully they will pick up and see the benefits of it in the future.
That's amazing, Dusto. Yeah. Huh?
I answered your question.
Yeah. That's perfect. If we are being the best version of ourselves every day, that will take all of us in a better position. And that's what I believe, and I try to model that.
That's exactly what it is. And for me, that's what it is. I know some people, and anything. So for running, that's what I feel like. When I run, after running, it gives me that joy and transfers me to do more, to be a better person. So every run, it's not just a run. It's something, as you just mentioned earlier, that is meditation. It's also something for me. It uplifts me. It makes me, to me, so I can be a better person. So every day, you try to be a better person from yesterday. So
right.
Every day, new day, to be a better version of yourself. So I totally agree with what you just said.
That's great, Dusto. This is, I feel like this is very positive. The question that I have right now is, you started, whenever we start something new, we are always a beginner. You have run 2 marathons, so you kind of in a journey of past that journey as a beginner. Now, as a beginner, can you give someone, I would say, a suggestion, or what can they think of, what they should think of themselves when they're starting their journey of doing either 5K or 10K, before sometimes what happens, like we think of doing something big, marathon or 100 ultra marathon, and then you start running 2 miles and they're like, oh, I cannot do that. There's no way I could do a marathon. So they get discouraged and they sit down. So what advice do you even give before people even think about start running or think about doing marathon?
First of all, that's a good question, but I'm not in a position to give any suggestion or advice. But nowadays, surprisingly, I've seen so many, even in Bangladesh, I don't know if you know, there's a group called BD Runners. I have to mention that because I've been involved with them for so many years. And I see the runners in Bangladesh, amazing. So many people getting into running, and they're doing not just marathon, 5K, 10K, half, full, then ultra marathon. Some Bangladeshis are now doing Ironman. Like, it's unbelievable what I'm seeing. But coming back to your question, running, it's tough. It takes so much from your body. It's not just you say, oh, one day, okay, I want to do marathon. it takes so much out from you. Discipline, everything, as I mentioned earlier, sleeping, eating, everything. So as a beginner, anybody who wants to run, they should always, start small. First, take a walk. I mean, do a run, see how you feel. Not everybody can run, so that's what's surprising. Sometimes I think, oh, everybody can run. Oh, why don't you run? But some people have a lot of heart problems, knee problems. So প্রথমে you always should check with your health to see what situation are you in. Check with your doctor, check with your everything is okay. Then you go, and for running, the first thing is the shoe. You need a right, proper fit shoe. You cannot just run with anything, So that's one thing I always, advise and tell people: make sure you have a right, proper shoe. Go to a shoe store, check with your shoe, and check what proper shoe you need, fitted shoe. So once you have the shoe, start walking, running, and see what you do. Do you have any problem? Do you have any pain? Address those issues with your doctor. So it's so much involved. And to run a marathon, if you ask me what it takes to run a marathon, I would always start with 5K, build up on that, 5K, 10K, half marathon, then go for full marathon. But everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's body is different. So I always advise, check with your doctor, make sure everything is okay, and then take one step at a time. Start slowly, small, nothing too heavy. Oh, I'm gonna do this much today, and that's it. Pretty much that's what I have to say. So, but as they say, it's everything in learning progress. I don't consider myself an experienced runner or anything like that. I learned from website. Sharing from online, reading about running, and there's so much into it. Like running, you think running is just running, but when you start, the hole gets deeper and deeper. It's so much options, so much. Like it's unbelievable. It's mind-boggling too sometimes. But that's why sometimes I feel like just one at a time. Focus on one thing and build up on that. Sign up for 5K races, and there are so many training programs. It's best to get a training programs, have that routine, 3 to 4 times a day. Try to come up with a running plan that you can do 3 times, 4 times, whenever you can. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Start small.
That's good. So that's a good advice, and I believe that you have to start small before you achieve anything big. So what would you say to people who say that, oh, I don't have time for that?
It comes to the priorities. So it is the life. And let's say not everybody will do what you do. Not everybody will see the way you see. This is sometimes I feel I wish the whole world is like me. It cannot, that's God created us in different ways, so we can take good things from Him, avoid the bad things from Him, right? So we are all exchanging our experience, and we are all picking up good stuff. So coming back to I don't have time, that means He has other priorities. He's giving other top priorities. Maybe I don't know what to say, but everything is come down to priority in life. So right now you have to set your priorities, and that's how you have to go forward. If you love running, and I say it's to stay active. Either you run running, swimming, walking, playing cricket, soccer, whatever you do. Maybe somebody likes soccer, play. Whatever makes you active, makes you happy, do it. Do it consistently. The key is the consistent. You do it every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Right. So that's what the goal is. It's not about you having time for running. It's about you having time to get your health better. I think that should be a priority for each human being, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So. Health is my thing is as a person, my health is wealth.
Right.
So always it's stuck in my head. Like your health is your real wealth. If you have a good health, you will go out to work, you will make money.
Yeah.
But if you are healthy, you're sitting down, you're costing all this, what's the point of money, So money, you need money. But if you have good health, everything falls under that. So health should be a priority. For me, health is
and we're living in one of the richest country in the world. And if you have a good health, inshallah, you will be able to survive, right?
Yes.
Where we have seen the struggle of our country, where surviving is the lot of times becomes the issue, right? So that's not the case in this, and we tend to take it for granted, right?
Exactly. The fortunate thing is we are living in so country with all these basic thing. You have roof over your head, food and everything. In Bangladesh, example, and the video, and I see all these people with so many limited resources. They are doing so much great things. Like we should be grateful. Like people who are living in the United States or any other developed countries, they should be fortunate enough to give the health a priority. But we, in other ways, we are, for me, it's abusing them, like treating in the wrong way, doing wrong stuff, getting into wrong things. That should not be our priority. We should always think about what is right for us, for our family, that will benefit us for the long run. So it's motivation inspiring to me to see all these people in back countries, they're struggling with so many things and they are running, doing so much things, great things. So I would definitely kudos to them, what they're doing with their limited resources. So we are blessed to have all these. And if we don't use those, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, right. I believe it's a refocus. You know, we have to reset sometimes, just like the way you took on running. You decided of changing your life in a sense that, okay, I need some change, and you reset your life. And I think we all have to do that at some. Just like you upgrade a computer every 1 year or 2 years later, you upgrade the software, right? We all need to upgrade our software, live software every couple of years, right? So that should be
We update our software. That's it.
Yeah. So that's the way I look at it, and I think we take our mind and health sometimes for granted.
Yes.
We need to invest our time in our mind, our health. We need to balance that process, the life where, you know, and I see that, you know, many of us get caught up with career and more and more money. But it's also important that we sit down and look back and we decide we need to see that, okay, where is we need that balance, you know. And I hope we all can do that. And, you know, there are some of us who don't have that luxury of doing that. But you know, if we can focus on these things, I'm sure we can bring ourselves being able to balance our life. So it was amazing talking to you, Dusto. And is there anything else you would like to add to running before we end this conversation?
Oh, no, this is really great, Dusto. I really like this initiative that you are doing, you know, talking about running and fitness or health-wise. This is something I really enjoy talking to you, and I love to do it more often.
Yeah, so yeah, let's do it.
So many things to talk about, and yeah, feel free. And yeah, I would love to know your stuff too. I mean, like how you got into running. We didn't get so much talk the other day.
Yeah, that could be another. Yeah, that could be another conversation, and we could sit down and talk. Definitely, I'm excited about our Chicago Marathon, and I started training.
A great thing. I'm very happy for you. So this is not your first marathon, right? Is it first marathon?
But this is my first marathon. I am participating in publicly. Yeah. So, but I started training. For it. So I will be posting a lot of videos about my training up until October. So you will see my first training video from this week. But this was not a, it was just a, you know, I went to a 0-degree temperature and I figured out that there are a couple of things I need. I learned a lesson, I would say. I learned a lesson. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I'm excited. Let's do this more often, Dusto. And I would be very excited about talking about this. And the thing is that, you know, if we don't keep connecting, it also motivate us in many ways whenever we talk about this this common subject that we have and the passion that we share. It gives us not just anybody out there watching, it gives me motivation whenever I talk to someone who also share that same passion that I share, and then that's the goal of this conversation. And I hope to continue, and I hope to see you succeed in your the dream that you have pursuing the 6th marathon that you wanna. I want to see you doing that, and I wanna be there for you. Okay.
Thank you so much. So it means a lot to me, and exactly what you just said. I wish you all the best for your Chicago Marathon. If anything, I'm always there for you. You know that, and it was really nice talking to you. Hopefully, inshallah, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Soon. And best wishes.
Bye, Dusto. It's good seeing you. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Okay, so nice talking to you.